My name is Pastor Renee Patterson from Newfoundationschurch of Deliverance. Today I'm coming from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 23, verse 13 through 26. And Pilate, and he had called together the chief priests and the rulers and the people, said unto them, Ye have brought this man unto me, as one that perverteth the people. And behold, I have examined him before you, and found no fault in this man, touching those things whereof ye accuse him. No, nor yet herald, for I sent you to him, and lo, nothing worthy of death is done unto him. I will therefore chastise him and release him. For of necessity he must release one unto them at the feast. And they cried out all at once, saying, Away with this man, and release unto us Barnabas, who for a certain sedition made in the city, and for murder was cast into prison. Pilate therefore, willing to release Jesus, spake again to them. But they cried, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. And he said unto them the third time, Why? What evil hath he done? I have found no cause of death in him. I will therefore chastise him and let him go. And they were instant with loud voices, requiring that he might be crucified. And the voices of them and of the chief priests prevailed. And Pilate gave sentence that it should be as they required. And he released unto them him for sedition and murder was cast into prison, whom they had desired, but he delivered Jesus to their will. And as they led him away, they laid hold upon one Simon, a Cretan, coming out of the country, and on him they laid the cross, that he might bear it after Jesus. And the name of this topic is Your Last 5 Minutes. The first question I would like to ask you is, if you knew that you only have 5 minutes to live on earth, what would you do? Would you try to spend everything that you had on everything that you wanted? Would you pay all of your debts? Would you go eat at the most expensive restaurant? Or would you run to church and pour out your spirit and hopes that Christ will forgive you? Young people today, they think they are indispensable. They think they have all the time in the world to live. But it is young people who are dying every day. It is young people that are in gangs, shooting people, fighting, using drugs. They hang out in the wrong crowd because they think they are going to live forever. They think being saved is for old people. Or I'm just too cool to give my life to Christ. If I live saved, my crew is going to think I'm a punk. But I'm going to share something with you. You never know when it is your time to die. In Matthew 24, it gives you the signs of the end. Did you know we are living in the end times right now? When you turn on your news, what do you see? There are earthquakes in diverse places. People are dying from famine. Children are disobedient. You do not have to live to see the desolation of abomination. I would like to give you a for instance. And the for instance is, let's say that you've been selling drugs all your life, and that's all that you knew what to do. And let's say one day you're walking down the street with your friend, laughing, joking, playing around, and somebody comes up and you give them the drugs, they give you the money, and you think all is fine and dandy. Then all of a sudden, there's a speeding car coming down the street, either from a police chase or whatever. It hit a bump, comes on the curve, and hits you, and your life flashes before your eyes. What would you do? Think about it. This is your last 5 minutes.